Bienvenidos a un episodio muy especial, ya que forma parte de la serie Jack Daniels presenta Pili, Raúl and La Musica.
En Vivo desde room number 7, and super cool because it's a great vibe with people, music, drinks. We got fantastic bartenders mixing up all the greatest Jack Daniels whiskey, and you can even hear the shakers going in the background, right, Pili?
Undoubtedly, it is one of our favorite nights of the month where we get to record frente a un público en vivo y con los mejores artistas.
Y desde Colombia, ¿quién tenemos en este episodio?
Con ustedes, Monsieur Periné. This band, I fell in love with this band around 2012, 2013. And they ended up winning a Latin Grammy for Best New Artist in 2015, which was amazing. And that's when I actually got a chance to meet them. They've worked with amazing producers like Eduardo Cabra, better known as Visitante from Calle. And they have also been nominated to a Grammy. So they know a little bit about music.
I would say a little bit.
A little bit, un poquito.
Coming to the stage now is Monsieur Periné, everybody. Bienvenidas.
Bienvenida, Catalina,
Gracias.
Santiago, Monsieur Periné, right here at Pili, Raúl and La Musica at room number 7. So let's get a little background. Let's get things started. You guys are from Colombia. Give us a little history on the band in case some people aren't familiar with your music just yet.
Okay, so first of all, we are very happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting us and sharing this experience with people that maybe doesn't know anything about our music. And yes, we are from Colombia, based in Bogota, but the band, like musicians from the band, we are from different parts of Colombia. I was born in Calle, as you said. And yeah, Cali, it's a city where we listen all the time, like Puerto Rican salsa, and I love it. Yes, it's so beautiful. And we started this project without thinking about it, as many bands that start from playing. So we built our sound playing a lot, like in this kind of speakeasy bar in Colombia, where there was no plan about being a band and being famous, you know. It was just, okay, we have a jam next Wednesday. Let's go to this place and just play. And that's how we started. We met in a really small town close to Bogota that you have to go there. If you go to Bogota and you have like 2 or 3 days off, go to Villa de Leyva. It's a beautiful small town village. And we met there like, destiny, you know. It was meant to be.
Well, you were studying anthropology, right?
Yeah, I never thought I was going to be a singer, never. In my family, I have a lot of musicians and artists, but I never thought it was going to be me, you know, the one who has the opportunity to, to write songs and, you know, travel around the world. And then we started in Bogota, like getting together and getting familiar and playing. That our friendship is absolutely related to the music. We got really attached by the fact that we could make music together. We started playing a lot of
like weddings,
I heard weddings and
right?
weddings,
quinceañeras
cumpleaños, quince años, like
Bodas.
everything, like whatever your family wanted to celebrate, we were there.
Yes. It's all
If you
about the
need-
gig, right?
Yeah. If you need this kind of service, we are very available. We know a lot about Latin American music, you know, like from grandparents to child, everything.
Because you used to play like cover songs, right? You,
Yeah,
at the,
all the
at
time.
that point, you didn't have any original songs.
It was just about cover songs, like Chica de Ipanema, Sabor a mí, you know, like all this stuff. And it was really nice because we were like the background music, so nobody was listening, like, nobody was disturbing us, just behind the scenes. And that helped us a lot to discover like this beautiful repertorio that we have in Latin America, that it's very poetic and very rich, like a lot of music to explore. At the beginning, we were just four, two guitars, a flute, voices, and then since we started like having not just our family but few friends coming to the shows, then we decided to add like the bass, the contrabajo, and then we put a percussion player, and it started growing. This is something very raw, very real. It was not planned by a label or a producer. We had the chance to work with a lot of incredible artists that we are very fan, as, I don't know, Café Tacuba, Visitante, Julieta Venegas, or Leonel Garcia.
Vicentico from Los Fabulosos Cadillacs.
Yeah, and everything, it has been really como real, o sea, siempre así, organic, that's the word. Yeah,
and
a trend word.
And everybody's okay with Spanglish here, right? So si quieren hablar en español, todo bien, todo
Perfecto.
bien. So
Entonces,
I like that when we came in here, the first thing you saw, I was like, wow, this space is kind of cool. And now knowing that you guys started in these kind of speakeasies, is this a little bit of a throwback to where, where it kind of started for you guys?
We are very used to this.
You
We
feel at
love it.
home.
Yeah.
So yes, this is the secret space for Jack Daniels, and we're here at room number 7. And thank you guys for coming, man. This is so sweet. We've been big fans. The last time we saw you here in LA, you guys played at the Santa Monica Pier for the Twilight Concert Series.
Oh my God,
We've
that
seen
was
you
beautiful.
in New York at Summer Stage. I know, Pili, you've seen them many times over the years as
Hollywood Bowl here as well. They've played here.
And there is a show tomorrow, and it's over
yes.
at the El Rey, yes?
Sí.
So that is going to be a fantastic show. We invite everybody to grab a ticket for that as well, because it's going to be really, really good. Such a great venue, great band. And the last time I saw you, I was like, wow, there's so many people up on stage.
Yeah, we're in a very
It is really a
reduced
fun
version now.
band. So
Talking about organic, there's a funny story behind the name. Does anybody in the audience know what Perine means? That laugh seems like Santiago. Could you
explícanos.
kind of tell people what Perine means?
It's a part of the body. In English, it's called gooch. And it's here.
So you know.
The word is like it's a medical word in Spanish, perine. Everybody mistakes the word with use
Perone.
full name like perone, which is a bone, but perine is like perineum, which is like a medical term, so nobody uses it. And we just, when we were playing at these gigs, with
Fancy gigs.
fancy people, like very elegant, high class
Posing gigs.
people, very snob. So they always said, "Hey, do you have a card? Do you have a name? Can you give us please your phone, because we want to hire you for the next weekend." So we didn't have a name. We just invented like a French character. Which was like Monsieur Periné, like an elegant guy, but it was like Mr. Gooch. Nobody knew. It was a joke for all these people that were very snob and that they thought that all that was European, and especially French and English was more elegant, better, crafted or anything. Like high culture, it's from Europe, and all Latin American, what we are is not so great. So we were like mocking that attitude. And
it's
that's
stuck.
how it
And we still are.
Talking about the European influence and how, people in South and Central America think that, everything in Europe is better. However, your sound is very much European influenced. You're very influenced by the jazz and swing French composer Django Reinhardt. How have you been able to modernize such an old sound and make it your own? Because I think the biggest challenge for any artist, and I don't know if we have artists in the audience here, but is to find your voice in an authentic way. And you guys have done that by taking old sounds and making them your own and modernizing them in some way?
I think first of all is not thinking that kind of sound it's better than ours. So that's how we could explore and don't be afraid about mixing cultures and about bringing languages and identities that are far from ours, but that we can mix it, you know, because that's music and that's art, you know. There is no boundaries, there is no rules. Everything can be break, and you know that's the beauty about it. So we wanted to approach that interest that we had into this music and into this energy that has the swing, because it's jazz, but it's not like for staying, you know, like quiet or, you know, like just sitting. It's something that makes you move a lot.
You guys are definitely a dance band, and that's
we
the
loved
whole
it.
idea.
We loved it. So what we wanted was to make people, you know, happy, have fun, and think that we don't need to be, ¿cómo se dice? Categorizado.
Encasillado.
Exacto, encasillado en géneros, en identidades, en idiomas. No, we are citizens from this earth, you know, and that's beautiful, you know, that's beautiful to feel it. No habíamos todavía salido como a viajar y a entender esto ya como lo estamos haciendo ahora, ¿no? Que es distinto. Pero en ese momento teníamos como ese interés de bueno, ¿qué importa? Esto puede que no suene bien, pero igual no teníamos público, o sea, no había nada que perder, ¿no?
It was a brave new world, yeah, nothing to lose. That's the beauty.
Exacto.
There's so much freedom in that, right? It's like,
There is, because
you
you're talking about, you know, swing, but there's also the cumbia, the boleros, the salsa, the Afrobeat that's in there, and of course all the electronic elements that make, you know, what you guys are of just a fantastic dance band. That's actually one of the first things that inspired me to, and kind of like made me gravitate to your music, because it's dance music and it's really fun and it's energetic. But then I hear you guys do covers of like songs like Sabor a Mi, and it's like a dance track. Normally, you know, it's a very pretty ballad, it's a bolero, you know, with Los Panchos and Edie Gourmet, and then you guys just flip it. You guys put it upside down and let's dance to this song. What made you guys do a dance version of Sabor a Mi?
We were trying to know about different genres, and one of those was like the swing manouche, Django Reinhardt style, which it was like the big bands of the 1930s and 40s, but played by string instruments, mostly guitars, without drums. So the guitar had to do the drums, like which they call la pompe, which is like this rhythm. And so we tried to find songs or rhythms based in the guitar. For example, this Sabor a Mi, what we did was the bolero. It has like the harmony of the song is very jazzy in a way, you know, it's like very elegant, very well done. So what we did was just put like the drums on the strings, like tanto tiempo disfruto, and we put like a bottom, you know, and like the beat.
But you know, I think we discovered that playing it, you know, that because we play it and then people in Colombia. I think one important thing is that we are from Colombia, and Colombians, we just want to dance. That's it. I don't know if music that is not for dancing works a lot in Colombia. It's not so, I don't know, like, no es muy común que la música que nos te ponga a bailar sea algo como que en Colombia conecte con tanta gente. O sea, entonces siempre que estábamos tocando así fuera para 15 personas o lo que fuera, y tocábamos estas canciones en este ritmo, la gente se movía. Uh-huh. Y ver a la gente moviéndose es algo increíble. O sea, a mí me parece... Sí, total. Entonces también eso nos ayudó mucho a pensar que, bueno, que había que poner a la gente a gozar, ¿cierto? Era como, bueno, está muy bonito esto que estamos haciendo, parecemos como una decoración en el fondo, pero lo que queremos es poner a la gente a gozar, y eso Y eso nos pasó una vez que yo estaba entrando en una tienda de instrumentos en Bogotá y encontré un flyer de un concurso que estaba haciendo una marca para descubrir nuevos talentos. Se llamaba algo así como El Ensayadero. Entonces, en los lugares de ensayo, las bandas que estaban empezando pues podían inscribirse y el premio era como tocar en el festival más grande en ese momento, que ahora realmente es un festival muy grande que se llama Stereo Picnic, pero esa era su segunda versión, o sea, apenas estaban empezando ellos también. Y ese era como el premio, tocar allí. Y nosotros nos inscribimos así como siendo un ensamble muy, no sé, como todavía sin batería, sin algo muy grande. Nos inscribimos y terminamos ganando, pero para ganar esa noche había como muchas bandas con distorsiones, percusiones, baterías, y ese día le dijimos a nuestro percusionista como te tocó tocar batería, no importa, o sea, el tipo no sabía tocar batería, había estudiado 5 años en Cuba percusión y él como que ok, bueno. Y así tocamos y nos ganamos ese concurso. Entonces ahí nos dimos cuenta que no podíamos echar para atrás, o sea, que no podíamos volver al formato como de auditorio y todo el mundo sentado y callado. O sea, eso está lindo y lo disfrutamos mucho cuando tenemos la oportunidad de hacerlo, pero no hay nada más bello que ver a la gente gozando así libre, como moviéndose, ¿no? Sin tanto pensar. Y entonces creo que la música nuestra tiene ese balance, ¿no? Ese balance de la riqueza del que tiene muchas preguntas en torno a la música, en torno a la carne que tiene allí para saborearla, ¿no? Pero también para el que quiere conexión y que quizás no comprende tanto ese lenguaje, simplemente se conecta con lo que siente. Creo que ese es como el balance que nosotros tenemos y nos gusta mucho poder
And that's
hacerlo.
a hint for everybody when they play tonight. You all shall dance, because that's what
Oh
they
yeah,
want.
it's gonna be a dance party.
I mean, at
But
the end
we
of
don't
the
have
day,
the band.
right? At the end of the day, that's what every musician wants, you know, is to entertain your audience and dance to them. I want to go back to see, like, do you guys remember the very first song that you wrote? Because you went from
Yeah, of
to
course.
being a cover band to writing your own songs.
We
What
still
was-
play it.
You do? Okay, what's the name of it and how did that come about?
It's called Tonsilons.
Tell us more.
And it means your silence. And it's I remember that we were like starting having these opportunities to play for bigger audiences and like I don't know, like 200 people. So it was kind of growing, and everybody was saying, "Please do a record."
And I'm sure you were like, sabor a mí, again, sabor a mí, sabor a mí.
Yeah, and Corcovado. And so we started like, okay, let's do a song. And there was a friend who was at the beginning of the band, and he used to play the flute, and he had a lot of, he was really good with melodies, and he came with this and that was for me like, wow, this is great. So I recorded the melody with una grabadora de entrevistas sí, como no había antes en los celulares, no teníamos grabadoras, acuérdense, por favor, somos de la misma generación.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course. Y entonces yo grabé ahí esa melodía y como que me subí al bus para regresar a la casa así todo el tiempo. Cada vez iba caminando por la calle hasta que, y entonces empezó a llegar. Como nosotros estábamos tocando esta música que en principio era tan popular en Francia, yo estudié en un colegio francés por casualidades de la vida. Mis padres querían que yo aprendiera otro idioma y pensaron en que yo aprendiera inglés, pero mi abuelo, una persona con otra visión, dijo, no, ella seguro va a aprender inglés, eso le va a tocar en algún momento de la vida, pónganla a estudiar otro idioma. Entonces, por casualidad, no porque tenga familia, ni porque a mi familia le interese Francia, era cerca de la casa y me metieron a un colegio francés. Entonces aprendí a hablar francés y entonces estábamos en esto de hacer jazz manouche y entonces había como había unas canciones en internet, estaba la de la película de las risas de Belleville, una canción que se llamaba Cucú, una banda que se llamaba Paris Combo y así como algunos referentes pocos que teníamos que tenían algunas canciones en francés. Entonces yo pensé, bueno, pues escribamos una canción en francés, ya que pueda. Y entonces por eso nació Tonsilons, pero fue una cosa así como que uno nunca tiene ni idea, o sea, uno nunca se imagina lo que va a pasar en ese momento. Teníamos a un amigo que hacía programación y cosas electrónicas, y entonces tratábamos de tocarla así al estilo como lo estaban haciendo, no sé, Caravan Palace, exacto, Electro Swing. Pero finalmente ya luego él no estuvo más en el proyecto y terminamos grabándola en el disco pues como sonaba con la banda, ¿no? Y todavía la tocamos y es una de las canciones que más nos gusta tocar. O sea, es increíble la energía que tiene esa canción en vivo, muy chévere.
Wow, han de tener una conexión con esa canción tan emocional que, you know, it's one of those songs that's going to be with you guys forever.
Forever.
You know, does
lindo.
that kind of feed into maybe talking to a newer, younger generation of fans of the music, where it's like, wow, you might not know the song because it's from way back, but does that make that like kind of a connection to a younger, you know, audience and listenership?
Well, we play it like every time in the concerts. It's a very important song in our setlist because it's a song in which, like, well, two of the members of the band have like their moment of, you know, explosion. And mainly, not sometimes or not always, does it like the drummer. The drummer has a solo, it's a very fast song. And the drummer does like a very virtuoso solo, like swing thing, and people is like, what the fuck is like this guy, and he's very small. Like he's not like the drummers, which are very, you know, like big, and this guy is
he's
really
not like
small.
me.
Yeah. And it plays
it
like
has a
incredible.
lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Wow. Like,
So it's a very important
amazing
song because it has like a really great energy. But the song, I don't know, we play it always, and people connect with it.
And it's in French.
It's a French song. Yes.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like it doesn't matter what language it's in. You know, it's about the vibe, it's about the vibra, you know, and just the energy that it creates. And I'm sure, like seeing it, like you guys are now playing, like you guys are out of the speakeasy vibe and now playing for big, massive festivals at times. So to see like tens of thousands of people like just bopping
Jumping
up and down to something like that's got to be unreal.
That's yes. That's
I
incredible.
love that feeling. I don't know. I think that's why I am on stage. I am not the kind, I follow and I am fan of huge artists that are not too much, you know, like out of, you know, como introvertida, ¿no? Es como, hay música que es más hecha como desde, para mí, como hacia adentro, ¿no? Y hay otra que es más hacia afuera. Y al momento de componer canciones, uno algunas veces está más introvertido y otras veces más hacia afuera. Pero cuando yo me paro en un escenario, personalmente, a mí lo que me gusta es ver la gente gozando. Yo no sé por qué. Es como, si yo veo a la gente como, me quedo como, Dios, ¿qué hago?
Bueno, porque you're feeding off of that energy.
I love that.
Some of you, how many of you have seen Monsieur Periné live before? Yes. Okay. So for those of you who haven't seen them yet, they're amazing. And this girl is like bigger than life. And you seem so confident on stage and like you belong there. Have you always felt this confident? And when do you feel most insecure?
All the time. Para mí ha sido muy difícil de alguna forma, y esto va a sonar un poco raro, ¿no? Porque ya llevo mucho tiempo haciendo esto y porque de alguna manera tenemos una experiencia y un recorrido importante dentro de esto que se llama la industria y hemos tenido premios y nominaciones y hemos hecho discos y colaboraciones y bueno, todas estas cosas que se ven hacia afuera. Pero personalmente a mí me ha costado mucho como tener seguridad de lo que hago porque digamos que yo no yo no pensé en mi vida desde chiquita, no pensé que iba a dedicarme a hacer música. Esto llegó a mi vida así mientras yo estaba estudiando antropología y llegó con muchas inseguridades alrededor, es decir, no tuve un entorno como que me generara mucha confianza para yo decir yo estoy para esta, Pero sí, o sea, he tenido momentos de mucha inseguridad porque de alguna forma, pues estás exponiendo tu interior, ¿no? Estás exponiendo tu interior a tus compañeros, a tu público, a todo el mundo. Ahí hay mucha vulnerabilidad. O sea, somos seres muy vulnerables y que creo que eso es lo más importante para hacer arte y para lograr conectar con las emociones, ¿no? Entender que somos seres vulnerables. Entonces, ha sido como todo un proceso de descubrir mucha fortaleza, pero al mismo tiempo fragilidad, y creo que de todo esto se nutre la música. Y bueno, pues algunas veces siento mucha confianza ya cuando estoy allí, cuando está toda la banda. Sentir tocar a la banda es algo que me emociona demasiado todavía, así estemos repitiendo cada día de por medio de un show. Yo me subo al escenario y yo los oigo tocando y, o sea, se me acelera el corazón y me dan muchas ganas de hacer lo que hago, y creo que se me olvida cualquier tipo de enojo, cualquier problema. Pero también hay momentos de mucha fragilidad, ¿no? Sobre todo cuando uno está haciendo música nueva y vas a sacarla, o cuando, no sé, hay muchos momentos de fragilidad.
Santiago, and as a music member of the ensemble, how do you also back her up when in those moments? And do you feel those moments as well?
Yeah, always. Like, well, we are all on the stage, and it's like a football team, you know, like a soccer team. Somebody is making the how do you say, el gol? Alguien está haciendo el gol, like the delanteros. But we are all playing the games, and we are switching. Like, our strategy is switching quién hace el gol, no? Even el arquero, which is maybe the drummer, también hace goles in some way, you know. It's not only just one member who is always present in one energy receiving and giving. It's the whole band doing like different, you know, like this strategy of changing the protagonismo. So everybody feels this energy of responsibility in front of the audience. So I think is that we are like a kind of a soccer team, and we just do like hacer el pase, tú, and Cata makes the goal, or I don't know, yeah, everybody like is playing the game like this. So it's a teamwork mainly, and of course we all feel the energy because when we are on stage we are all one. So if somebody is like down, you feel it, and you must like push to put the energy up. So it's very interesting. It's all invisible, and it's not something you can put into words. It's happening while you are playing, and that's something which is beautiful, and we try to preserve it. Is to play music. We try not to use like secuencias. You know, many bands today, because they wanna, I don't know, sound bigger or this, they just send the guitars, the chorus, even the main vocal, and they're just doing mimics, you know. They're not really performing, and the performing is the mistake, the vulnerability, you know, the human thing, which has this magic I'm talking, and people can feel it absolutely when you're seeing a band which is only like secuencia, like a MacBook Pro, and play that, and people really playing even out of tune, is you can feel the difference.
Yeah, there's that. We've talked about this quite a bit with many artists, that those mistakes and those variances, those differences, that's the charm of the live performance, and that's what makes it special. But you know, you were talking about getting awards and getting acclimated and all this like praise that you guys are getting now. When did the band start? What year? ¿Se acuerdan cuál año empezaron más o menos?
Sí, nos conocimos en el 2007.
2007. Yeah. All right. Okay.
2007
and then fast forward to 2015 and Latin Grammys.
Oh my
you
God,
guys
that
are
was funny.
awarded the best new artist, you know, that year.
Which,
you know,
by the way, every time a band wins Best New Artist, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Because most of
they've been going for 10 years.
Everybody's like, oh, no,
yeah,
why?
because most of them, nothing happens after they win.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to get to, is like, how has that award changed the band? How has it changed the performance?
Pero rompieron esa maldición. You
See,
broke
that's
the
what
spell.
I'm saying, because now you guys are bigger and better than ever, performing for bigger audiences. How has that award changed the band in any way?
You know, I think we don't make music for awards. That's like
That's
the
good.
first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we never felt the necessity to be recognized in that way, you know. We started doing music just because we love it. And desde que empezamos a comprender cómo funciona esta industria, también nos hemos dado cuenta de lo importante que es defender esa libertad, ¿no? Que cada vez es menos tangible, ¿no? Para meterse en estas grandes industrias y en estas locuras, ¿no? De cómo funciona todo esto, muchos se desvían, o sea, pierden un poco el foco y se les olvida por qué empezaron haciendo lo que están haciendo y eso, pues, básicamente como que te desconecta de aquí, y si ahí ya estás desconectado, pues no pasa nada, ¿no? Entonces, la experiencia de los Grammys, por supuesto, es increíble, es maravilloso uno tener el respaldo de pues como de toda esta sociedad de autores, compositores, ingenieros, productores, periodistas, gente que está haciendo que esto suceda, ¿no? Comunicándolo, creando audiencias, o sea, este respaldo es muy importante, pero no hacemos música para ya entrar ahí. De hecho, por ejemplo, nunca jamás nos han nominado en una subcategoría porque al parecer no encajamos en ninguna. No somos ni alternativos, ni folk, ni pop, ni no sé qué, ni no sé cuántas. Pero bueno, pues así es la vida. O sea, no hacemos música para los Grammys. Celebramos tenerlos, admiramos a toda la gente de la industria que trabaja y hace que esto sea posible. Ir allá y tener esa experiencia es un poco interesante. Es una experiencia, ¿no? Es como, wow, qué extraño, ¿no? O sea, somos puros artistas y de repente ves artistas con guardaespaldas y cosas así, que es como, pero, why, you know? Just for a picture, you know, this is not about us. Eso no es como nuestro rollo. Pero pues también es muy importante decir que sí es una gran ventana para contarle a mucha gente que existimos, porque hacer el tipo de música que hacemos en una industria que está enfocada en producir dinero de otra manera es muy difícil. Entonces, te da mucha validez, es un gran respaldo, es como tener el carnet de un club importante. Así que bueno, pues nos ganamos esa membresía y gracias.
Eso.
¿Quién sabe hasta cuándo?
Pero hablando de personas como Carlos Vive, hay Vicentico de los Fabulosos Cadillacs, Eduardo de Calle 13 y muchísimas más colaboraciones que han hecho con diferentes artistas. Y what has been the process? What has been kind of the make or break to figure out who you guys are going to work with or who you guys are going to collaborate with?
Well, it has always happened, like with the magic that all has happened between the band, you know, always has been coincidences or, things that happen. For example, Vicentico, the guy who was recording our album, he's an Argentinian, Uriel. He is also the front of house engineer of Visentico. So we were in Argentina, like recording some vocals for this album, and we were finishing this song, and we thought, hey, maybe Vicentico, this song is perfect to fit Vicentico, and he said, I'm friend of him, I'm gonna call him now, and we sent the song. For example, I don't know, we met.
But we don't know him yet.
We don't.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. I was gonna ask you
That's
because
the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We never did something like that before. We know everybody that con los que colaboramos. Los conocemos a todos menos a Vicentico.
so this is Vicentico. Have you guys heard of Los Fabulosos Cadillacs? They're one of the most iconic bands in rock en español. They're from Argentina. They're amazing. And Vicentico is this little tiny guy, but with a lot of attitude.
Yeah.
And he's the main singer. And I got a chance to interview him, and I was shitting my pants because I was like,
I know.
he's not that
the
friendly.
most talkative. He's not
I
the
understand
friendliest
you.
guy.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But you haven't met him yet.
We haven't met him, but it was very cool for from his side to collaborate
We
with
were
a
very
weird
excited,
band from
yes.
Colombia you know, like, but he liked the song. Like it was for the song because we sent the song, and it was like a good decision in the end. Like for the sake of music, he recorded a good song. It was not because of money or it was not bargaining. It was just the song he liked a lot, and he said, "Okay, I'm gonna record it." And we never met him. We are grateful with him. I don't know if he's. I don't know how he is, but it's okay.
He's a very, very nice man. Whoever's listening to this on the podcast, Vicentico of Los Fabulosos Cadillacs is a very, very nice man.
We love you. We would love to have you in Pili, Raúl La Musica.
Thank you, Vicentico.
Yes, thank you.
Your new album, it came out in 2018. It's called Encanto Tropical, and you guys should definitely download it and buy it. But your hit song is Bailar Contigo, and you were talking about like bailar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Qué rico, ¿verdad? How did that song come about?
So for this record, we felt that we needed to work with other composers. Yeah, we were kind of stuck between of us. We decided to work with other people. Also because it's the best way to learn different things. You know, I love to work with teams. I trust in teams. And I like to share, you know, and to get knowledge from others. So we had this idea of working with different composers of different genres. We decided to make a song with Mauricio Rengifo, who is a really known producer of urban pop Latino. So he was the producer of Despacito. But before.
Has anyone heard of that song?
No.
Despacito.
I wasn't going to go there, but somebody else had to say it.
But before Despacito, we were in Bogota. We met before he studied with Santiago at the university, and we met a lot of times on studio, working with friends in common. And he's such a nice guy. He's amazing. He's a really nice guy. And he was all the time like, hey, we have to make music together. And yeah, it was not meant to be because, yeah, we make this music and he's doing other kind. But, you know, that's just like a small, un pensamiento estrecho, o sea, era como, bueno, ¿y por qué no? O sea, ¿cuál es el problema, no? Es como, ¿qué importa? Digamos, si nosotros tenemos una identidad y tenemos o sea, como una pregunta en torno a qué es lo que va a pasar con nuestro sonido y hacia dónde ir, y él también, pues lo único que puede salir es algo interesante, o sea, ¿por qué no? Y entonces nos juntamos una tarde en su estudio en Bogotá y esta canción nació en 1 hora. Nos tardamos.
Wow.
Fue así como...
Wow.
Y una vez salió, o sea, desde el comienzo, también era un ejercicio de confiar, ¿no? De, bueno, ay, porque entonces era como, ay, no, pero es que siempre dicen las mismas palabras. No, es que siempre hacen las mismas melodías, siempre hacen las mismas progresiones. Yo, digamos, no estudié música, entonces como que para mí eso es como, ay, bueno, ¿qué importa? Tratemos como de no ponerle tantas nos. Vamos a dejar que fluya, a ir como conduciéndolo para que sea nuestro, ¿no? Para que no se vaya como totalmente de un solo lado, pero que tratemos de traerlo a nosotros de alguna manera. Pero está lindo hacer música que le llegue a todo el mundo, está lindo hacer música en donde todos nos veamos reflejados, que sea sencilla, que tenga imágenes sencillas, que sea dedicable, que... Sí, que pueda acompañarle la vida a muchas personas, que creo que eso es maravilloso. Y creo que eso lo tiene muy claro él, ¿no? Entonces nos sentamos y en más o menos 1 hora, 2 horas hicimos toda la canción, hicimos un demo y yo sentí esta canción va a tener mucha fuerza.
So you knew it. You knew it was gonna be
y fue muy gracioso porque salimos de allá y yo salí con esa sensación y Santiago me dijo, bueno, no, yo creo que quizás esta canción no es para nosotros.
¡Santiago!
Pero es que
esa es la historia de nosotros, claro. Esa es la historia también como de lo que nosotros hacemos, ¿no? De sí, no. Al principio era como, yo decía como, no, pero ¿qué? Mezclar swing con vallenato, eso es como muy raro. Y así, todo ha sido así, es como una cuestión de de también como diferentes feeling en torno a lo que va a suceder, pero de creer también en general en lo que, pues, como en la inercia que traen las cosas. Y de luego, pues bueno, pues la cantidad, o sea, es impresionante cada vez que la tocamos, porque no es una canción muy explosiva como otras que tenemos en el show, es una canción un poquito más íntima, un poquito más, no sé, como...
Sexy.
Exacto, con un tempo más lento, pero ya nos ha tocado por lo menos 3 pedidas de mano con esta canción en los shows.
Wow.
Ahorita en San
Nice.
Francisco, en el Festival de Jazz, tuvimos 4 noches sold out, que fue muy loco, fueron 3,000 personas a vernos. Y en una de esas noches un chico nos pidió, por favor, quiero pedirle la mano a mi novia con esta canción. Y eso ya nos había pasado en México, ya nos había pasado en Colombia. Entonces es muy increíble poder hacer parte de esos momentos.
Wow.
So if anybody
Yeah.
wants to get engaged,
Yeah.
Bailar Contigo can be your song.
We have
So,
this.
so did you bring them up on stage, and that's where they
Yeah.
kind of did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So proposal on stage to
So
your
it's
songs.
beautiful, you know. That's the only thing that I need from music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Get people connected, you know. That's beautiful.
It's the power of music. It takes you to a certain place, brings back a certain memories, but people get this emotional connection to certain songs, and that's what that song does for many, including I love the song. It's like one of my favorite songs that you guys have done. So thank you.
You mentioned a great adjective. You said simple. And I think that one of the beautiful things about Monsieur Periné is that your songs are actually very simple in many ways. And I wonder, as a musician, is it harder to find simplicity?
It is. Like all,
With all the
She's
different
like,
stuff
"Ask
going
him, I can't
on with
ask that one,
everything.
I
Yep.
yes, that's I think the what I've learned with Monsieur Periné, is when you go out university or when you study music, you wanna say it all, all the knowledge you have, and in the end, it's just doing like the most amount of magic, but with the less elements possible, and that's very hard. Like to be really have richness in content, in essence, but with few things. That's like mastership. That's very hard to achieve.
Well, I think you guys have definitely mastered that.
Yeah.
And you guys are so amazing, and we're so excited to have you guys here. And we thank you for, I have to say, they have a huge show tomorrow, like Raúl said, at El Rey.
Con toda la banda, que es
So, yes,
distinto.
with the entire band, with the 8, it's only 2 of them, but add 6 more to that. So please do go and check them out tomorrow at El Rey. And I think it's now time for the Jack Daniels room number 7 questions.
Yes.
¿Qué crees, Raúl?
I think so. I
For
think
the
it's
Jack
time.
Daniels. Okay.
So in every live event that we have here at room number 7 with Jack Daniels, we have a great little section, which is our final section of the interview. And it's called Jack Daniels 7 Preguntas at room number 7. So we're going to ask you 7 questions, and you can't think about them too much. You have to answer them right away.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. The first one is, what is your pre-show ritual? Y algo que creas que te dé suerte antes del escenario. So what do you do before you go on stage?
I blow a balloon.
What?
Say what?
Yeah.
We hadn't heard that answer before.
Okay. Well, why?
For warming up,
Okay.
kind of. Yeah. I have one here.
Well, we must see. We must see.
Please, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
You are singing soon, so.
Hold on.
And there's a beverage. Thank you, Jose.
It's not working. I didn't sleep today, so I don't have too much strength. But yes, I have this balloon, and every time I'm gonna sing, I try to use it, because it really helps. And also, I invoke mis muertos. Así como mi abuelo, mi abuela, mis papás, bla, bla, bla. Así como, por favor, vengan a mí, acompáñenme, canten conmigo. Y
Lovely.
That's beautiful.
Lovely.
Santiago, what about you?
Well, we always have in our rider, we always ask for a bottle of rum, and we
You meant Jack Daniels, but it's okay.
Yeah.
they sometimes put Jack Daniels, but so we always also put like a shot for the deaths, and then we all like kind of hey, salute, good concert.
And there's a passcode.
Passcode?
Sí.
Password?
Yeah, kind
un
of.
código?
¿De qué?
Sí, la hora del bolero.
Ah, no, but that's after the show.
Oh, after the show.
Okay. Wait, now we want to know what happens
Yeah,
after the
what
show.
happens after
before.
the show?
There's a ritual after the show, sometimes, not always. It's called La Hora del Bolero, but it's for another interview. And what is the other? And breathing, you know, having like a moment of putting yourself in the present time.
Like it.
Cool.
Okay, question number 2. If you weren't a musician, what would you be? Si no serías músico.
A tree.
A tree.
I would love to be a tree.
What kind of tree?
Yeah.
Like a ceiba. Or
Qué lindo. Qué lindo.
Give oxygen, give life to everybody.
Yeah, please.
Cool. Santiago?
I would like to be a chef.
A chef. And what kind of food would you like to cook?
International sancocho.
Qué rico. Qué rico. Muy bien.
I see you.
What was the first album you bought?
Oof. Hold on. Oh my God.
Or stole or borrowed.
I think, oh, this is going to be weird. No, not weird. Of course, not weird. I loved it. I think it was an album from Ilegales called Rebotando.
Wait, Ilegal from like the merengue band?
Rebotando. Ajá. Rebotando.
I think they played at my prom. Didn't they go like ilegales or something like that? Right?
Yeah.
Te fuiste, no te importó nada, ni el amor que yo te brindaba. Yeah, I love that kind of merengue. Oh my God. Yes.
Santiago, first album?
First album was Charlie Garcia, Unplugged.
That's so different.
Yeah. And it
I mean,
just
we're
goes
talking
to
about
show.
ilegale. And then like Charlie Garcia,
Yendo
that
de
is
la
like
cama, living. Yeah, like what?
extreme opposites.
Weird world.
All right. A musical crush. And why?
Y puede
Who's
ser,
your mu-
it could be a girl, it could be a guy, it doesn't matter.
Past,
Creo
present,
que
living,
primero pensé
dead.
fue a guy of, creo que John Mayer.
Wow, that's like a mixed response out there. It's like, woo.
Bad.
He is a genius. He is
Oh
a
my
genius.
God.
Absolute musical genius.
Composer, singer, and
And
human.
sexy.
I don't know, human. It's
Santiago?
I love Caetano Veloso.
Okay.
Wow.
Caetano.
yeah.
Okay, if you could time travel, what music era would you go to?
Yo creo que me hubiese encantado vivir, bueno, a mí me encanta haber nacido en Cali y creo que me hubiese gustado nacer quizás en los años 70 en Cali, cuando venían todas estas orquestas así de salseros muy duros, o sea, porque me gusta mucho bailar salsa. Entonces, haber visto todo esto en vivo, así, haberlo vivido en plena juventud, uy, yo creo que hubiera sido
Candela.
voltajudo,
Yeah.
como decimos en Colombia.
Y bueno, en mi caso, wow. Because I'm very fan of swing era, I would love like to see, I don't know, Django or Glenn Miller Orchestra or those kind of big bands live. I would love to be there.
So, a backstage anecdote.
I mean, you guys have been traveling the world, going
All
to different
over.
music festivals. I'm sure you've met some idols.
Interesting times in the green room. whatever.
Idols that suddenly became non-idols anymore because they're assholes. You know how that happens? That you're like, oh my God, I love this person. Then you meet them, you're like,
No, bueno, estábamos girando, nosotros girábamos mucho en Europa, desde 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16 estuvimos yendo todos los veranos a Europa y en una de esas giras, pues allá los países es como, aquí es Holanda y aquí es el otro, es como la misma calle y bueno, pero entonces teníamos un concierto y uno de nuestros compañeros había dejado su mochila su mochila con los viáticos, los pasaportes, o sea, todo. Había dejado todo en el otro país. Entonces, entonces nos tocó así como llamar al cónsul, por favor. El cónsul, por favor, venga y recójalo, llévelo, tráigalo. Entonces ya nos subimos a tocar, ya estamos empezando a tocar el intro y llegó el tipo así. Se cambió, no sé en qué momento, y ¡trin! Entró así cuando tenía que entrar. Entonces eso fue como, wow. Pero sí, es una anécdota ahí de resistencia, se llama.
So the seventh and last, we do need a volunteer from the audience. We need a timer. Tamara, do you have your phone with you?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Mierda.
Santiago. De 7 segundos. Sí, Santiago y Cata. Okay, what is like your number one hit song?
Number one hit.
Sí, la mera mera. What's your biggest
Bailar
record?
contigo, ¿no?
Biggest song.
Ah, de nosotros.
No.
De nosotros.
Sí,
Sí,
de
de
ustedes.
ustedes.
Your biggest hit.
Pues depende. No, pero digamos que el que tiene números, pues sí, es Bailar Contigo.
Okay.
Bailar contigo, okay.
Bailar contigo. All right. So,
Algo va a pasar, no.
Sí, algo va a pasar.
tienen que cantar la canción lo máximo, the most of the song that you guys can possibly sing in 7 seconds.
Okay, oh my
You guys ready?
Ready?
7 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go.
Vivo bien tu sueño que no se cuenta, vivo imaginándote, solo imaginándote, pero no me ya está buscándote, sola aquí esperándote, y tú. Y viene.
Hey!
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Monsieur Periné, Pili, Raúl La Musica, straight live from Jack Daniels, room number
Catalina,
7.
Santiago.
Eso estuvo muy raro, nunca nos había pasado algo así.
Okay, now we open it up.
Questions.
Open up the floor. Open up the
Yes.
floor. Any questions from the audience? Yes.
Catalina, Santiago, gracias por estar aquí.
Gracias.
We've enjoyed this so much. En un mundo utópico, ¿cuál sería el show perfecto?
Ay, yo creo que sería en un bosque.
Un jardín.
Yo creo que sería en un bosque así con un río y con una playita ahí al lado del río y todo el mundo desnudo, tranquilo, sin estar criticando al otro y todo el mundo bailando así, feliz.
Jardín del Edén
y-
Sound System.
Yeah.
A real
Kind of.
encanto tropical.
Dijiste que la vocación de música te cayó en tu lap. Like, ¿puedes elaborar ahí qué estabas haciendo y cómo te cayó? Como que, ¿qué consejo puedes para la gente que está todavía buscando su sueño and trying to make it happen in LA, all over the world? Catalina, vamos, tú puedes.
Pues lo primero que les puedo decir es que yo también lo estoy tratando. O sea, esto no es como que ya pasó. Esto es algo, una carrera de endurance. O sea, no es de ya. Y creo que eso es lo bello de esto, y es que uno va descubriendo mucho de uno mismo en este proceso, ¿no? Cómo encontrar confianza, cómo aprender de muchos errores y entender que el error hace parte de uno y que está bien, que es muy importante equivocarse y tener errores y no ser perfecto, jamás buscar la perfección. Creo que eso es muy importante, o sea, no hay que ser perfecto. Creo que en mi caso, claro, yo vengo de una familia donde las artes han sido siempre muy importantes y que nos han unido y nos han conectado y nuestro abuelo a todos nos estimuló por las artes, pero yo no pensé que me iba a dedicar a esto. Entonces también creo que la vida plantea puertas que uno quiere abrir y muchas veces por miedo no se abren. No porque no podamos, sino porque nos da miedo hacerlo. Y creo que eso es ese es el mayor complejo que tenemos, el miedo. Entonces, una vez logramos empujarla, ya todo es lo más fácil, pero atravesar ese momento es quizás el gran challenge que tenemos todos los seres humanos. Y es allí donde está la posibilidad de cambiar, de transformar.
Dos preguntas super rápidas. What song do you have on repeat right now? Any new music that you've been listening to a lot? And then any modern, like really new artists, musicians that you'd love to collaborate, like now? If you got the chance tomorrow, you'd make the song.
I'm listening to new album from Tom York, Anima. Incredible.
Great.
And I am listening to a new album of Mayra Andrade. I don't know if you know about her, but if somebody asked me with who collaborate now or tomorrow, I would say her. She's amazing. Mayra Andrade. Yeah.
Yes, I would love always to play with Caetano.
Good
Your
answer.
music crush.
My crush.
Too. No, pero yo también, sí, la verdad.
Mencionaste que estudiaste antropología o estabas empezando a estudiar. ¿Eso influyó en de alguna manera la música y cómo? La música que tocan ahora.
No sé si haya influido tanto la música, pero sí creo que ha influido, digamos, todo lo otro que nutre lo que significa Monsieur Periné, ¿no? O sea, nosotros tenemos un lenguaje que no está enfocado solamente en lo musical, pero hay como todo un mundo detrás. Hay un paisaje, hay una manera de decir y una manera de ver a Monsieur Periné y creo que esto sí ha sido muy pensado y ha sido un ejercicio constante que no he hecho sola, por supuesto, he hecho con otros artistas dedicados al diseño gráfico, al diseño de vestuario, al diseño de escenario, a la coreografía, al teatro, a la dirección en estos aspectos, pero sí ha venido a partir como de una necesidad de contar una historia, de inventar una historia, y creo que eso es un poco también la antropología, ¿no? O sea, la antropología se enfoca en las historias que hay en cada, digamos, como que tejen el entramado de esta humanidad, ¿no? Y eso no solo me ha servido para la música, pero en general pienso que ha sido como una perspectiva, una visión que he tenido antes de estudiar la antropología, y quizás por eso me acerqué a ella, ¿no? Porque me gusta esto de contar historias, entonces pues creo que por allí sigo todavía como conectado como a eso.
Hola. Si ustedes tuvieran ahora mismo una película que fuera de su historia, una biografía de ustedes, ¿cómo la llamarían? ¿Qué le pusieran?
Oh my God. No, así no.
Bueno, está bueno. Oh my God.
Bueno, wow. Lo que se me vino a la mente fue relacionar un poco a cómo me gustaría de alguna manera contar esa historia, y como con relación a alguna película que me gusta mucho, que se llama Big Fish. Como que siento que es un poco eso, ¿no? La fantasía de lo cotidiano que no es cotidiano, ¿no? O sea, que no es normal, que está lleno de magia y como de fantasía. Y eso es un poco lo que vivimos, ¿no? O sea, lo nuestro es súper raro. O sea, estamos acá con ustedes, pues esto nunca jamás pensamos que iba a suceder, ¿no? Y así esto se nutre de muchas historias mágicas y de momentos así. Y creo que esa sería una manera como justa de contarlo.
Puede ser Mr. Gooch.
The wonderful world.
The wonderful world of Mr. Gooch.
That was awesome. Thank you,
Monsieur
everyone.
Periné, Catalina, Santiago, aplausos por favor. Muchísimas
The
gracias.
Big Good. Muchas gracias.
Gracias for checking out our podcast.
Hey, and special thanks to Ulises El Licenciado Lozano for our amazing theme song.
Our mix and recording engineer, Mario Diaz.
Our artistic director, Dak.
And can't forget about our sponsors, Pili.
No, Raúl, United Airlines, Shure Microphones, and Jack Daniels, gracias for supporting La Música Latina.
And for more information and other episodes, be sure to subscribe to our podcast at Pili, Raúl, and La Música.
Hey, make sure to tell your tía, abuelo, primas, everybody to subscribe.
A todos.